In this video, we're playing an ultra spicy combo. I'm talking about Land Nauz. When you cast Ad Nauseam, because your deck's all lands, you reveal your entire library. And from there, you play some artifacts and then play Thassa's Oracle to win the game. Let's go see the full deck list. I hope you're into sweet combos because that's what we're doing today. The deck's primary game plan is to cast Ad Nauseam. Typically, if you're casting Ad Nauseam, you've searched for it using a Wishclaw Talisman. This means that you have a total of 18 mana value left in your deck. You could reveal the entire deck and then play Mox Opal, Mox Diamond, or Lotus Petal into your Thassa's Oracle, even with quadruple Pact of Negation backup, which is just really, really nice. Alternatively, we have the Dark Depths combo of Dark Depths plus Thespian Stage to create a Merit Lodge. We also have the ability to create construct tokens using Urza's Saga. One of my favorite synergies of this deck is that we have Wishclaw Talisman plus Vampire Hexmage. So if you ever need to use the Wishclaw Talisman and pass the turn, you can guarantee that your opponent can't use the Wishclaw, which is just sort of nice. We are a Chalice of the Void deck that we use to protect our combo, but also our creature plan from things like Swords to Plowshares or Prismatic Ending. So we have Chalice of the Void for that, and we only play 2 cards that cost 1 mana. We have Pithing Needle and Shadow Spear. Both of these cards are things we want to get off of Urza's Saga. This deck's pretty linear and ultra sweet. I am so excited to play this today. I think we're going to have tons of fun. If you're into having fun and sweet combos, you're going to enjoy this video. So I will see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, cyborg guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first match. We're on the draw, and this hand is a Dark Depths away from greatness. I think I'm going to keep this. Triple Pact of Negation is a little bit odd, but I don't know. I feel like this hand might be a keep. I could be wrong. I guess if they're not on a blue deck, this part of the combo feels a little bit embarrassing. Maybe I should mulligan. Okay, we'll go to 6. I talked myself out of it. I believe that this is a keep. We'll bottom the Teleria West. Keep. Goodbye, Teleria West. This is a turn 3 Ad Nauseam. Our opponent is mulligan to 5. Chalice of the Void on 0 is pretty good against us. City of Traders. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. So if we want to win this, we actually have to do the Merit Lodge plan, because I don't think the Ad Nauseam... I guess I could untap and win around the Chalice of the Void. That's an option. Is there an orb right on time? Okay, we will pass. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker triggers. They will discard 2 and then draw 2. Or up to 2, I should say. They don't have to discard. And they choose to keep both cards in their hand. Interesting. They attack. Okay, we're at 18. Archon of Emeria. So they're on initiative. Yeah, that happens. Glad I did not keep the hand that was my first 7. We'll play Wishclaw Talisman and Thespian Stage. We'll pass the turn. I'm actually a mana short of being able to Dark Depths combo. My best draw would be a Vampire Hexmage, I think. Or Dark Depths itself. Both of those could win us the game. They use a Simian Spirit Guide. Caves of Chaos Adventure. What a 5. This is a very good hand. Yeah, I don't know, even if I drew Dark Depths or Hexmage here, if I could win. I think we were just too slow. Alright, they got us. Mulligan to 5 was too powerful. Going to game number 2. I think we probably want this Echoing Truth and the Slaughter Packs. Engineered Explosives. Our own Chalice of the Voids are not likely to be that good here, so I'm going to board those out. Leaving in some number of Pact of Negation is fine because they're likely to have removal post-board. So I think that these are okay cards to have. Needle's not even good. Like, they don't even play Wasteland. So, like, I think the Pact of Negation might just be better. Like, what are you needling out of initiative? The back half of a Fable of the Mirrorbreaker? That's not what you want to be doing. We'll try this. On the play for game 2. Wow. This hand is something. So 4 mana. I mean, this is just the dark... No, it's not the Dark Depths combo. It's Saga and Depths. We'll keep. Okay, so... I could lead on turn 1 Peat Bog plus double Mox Diamond. That's 4 mana. But if I do that, I'd have to draw a mana source for Ad Nauseam. Alternatively, I can play a first turn Urza Saga, and from there, start the beatdown plan, which I feel like I might like a little bit more here. So we'll play a first turn Saga, Mox Diamond, and I could play the Oracle to scry, but I guess that's actually kind of free because I can Otawara the Oracle back later. We'll put the land on top. Pass the turn. They play a first turn Chrome Mox, Ancient Tomb, Simian Spirit Guide, and a Seasoned Dungeoneer. You got it. They pick up a basic Plains. Saga will go to the second chapter. No point in attacking here, so I am going to just pass. They put 2+1/+1 counters on their creature. And now they're attacking. They get to explore. Touch the Spirit Realm. I guess it has protection from creatures. I can't block. How about that? On their end step, we will activate the Saga. Draw for turn. It's another Mox Diamond. I'm going to tap the Saga for mana. We need another mana here, so I'm going to grab a Mox Opal. And let's play Ad Nauseam. Wishclaw Talisman. We're at 8 life. We're at 6 life now. We do have an Otawara to bounce their Seasoned Dungeoneer. Slaughter Pact, Pact of Negation, a Stage, Shadow Spear, Mox Opal, Lotus Petal, Pact of Negation, Dark Depths, Urborg. Let me flip this open. I know people prefer that. I should have done that sooner. Mox Diamond, we're at 3 now. Explosives, Water Pact, Petal, Opal, Dark Depths. 16 cards left in deck. Alright, we're at 1. I will stop at 1 life. Let's play some cards. Discard Peat Bog. We'll play another Mox Opal. What to do? Play another Lotus Petal. Mox Diamond. Discard a land. Play a Lotus Petal. Another Petal. We know that they have the Touch the Spirit Realm, so this Construct token is not going to kill them. I guess I can play a Vampire Hexmage. Oh! I might have punted. I forgot about Trap. That's really uncomfortable. Oh my. I forgot about... I guess if I attack with both creatures, they would lose the initiative unless they have double. I'm gonna play Vampire Hexmage for now. And we'll go to combat. Attack for 10. So I'm going to take the initiative. Okay. I could have played the Shadow Spear, but I felt like that was not a good use of mana. Now I'll play the Dark Depths. We can play another Mox Opal. Tap the Opal. Play a Wishclaw Talisman. I'm trying to think of how I can beat the Touch the Spirit Realm in their hand. Let's play another Mox Opal here. Wasting a lot of time on the clock. So I have 4 Mox Diamonds. That's 4 mana, 5 mana for Underground Sea. And then 4 artifacts over here. That's not enough to pay for double Slaughter Pact plus Pact of Negation. So I'm dead if they have another Touch the Spirit Realm, but they didn't blink their own creature. I think I just got away with one there. We'll play Explosives on 0. And then I will play Shadow Spear. And we can go to cleanup. Okay, 15 minutes left on the clock. I can't believe I forgot about Trap. I didn't need to flip that low. That was a punt. If they play an initiative creature here, I can Pact of Negation. We'll put 2+1/+1 counters on my Oracle. And now we'll pay for the Slaughter Pact. Draw for turn. We'll play a Stage. Let's equip the Thassa's Oracle. And now we'll go to combat. They have to blink the Construct token here, or they just die. And they do blink the Construct token. I'm at 5. In order to gain just a hair bit more life, I'm going to activate the Wishclaw. Grab the Zuran Orb. I guess I could have transmuted for it. Whoops. And then we're going to remove the counters from the Wishclaw. And then we'll play a Vampire Hexmage. Pass the turn. Our opponent has conceded the game and we're off to game number 3. I almost threw that, but we're still in it for now. Okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring in Tabernacle just to tap their mana a little bit. That might be crazy, though. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Let's just resubmit. We're on the draw, and I think that this is probably a keep. We have a way of dealing with Chalice of the Void on 0. We have a bunch of acceleration if I can find a Wishclaw Talisman for Ad Nauseam. We have half of the Dark Depths combo. A Urza Saga would be a great draw as well, so I'm going to keep this. They've elected to keep 7 as well. They play a Cavern of Souls on Archon. Okay. Magus of the Moon. Spirit Guide, and turn 1 Archon of Emeria. You got it. Ooh, look at that. Okay. We'll play a stage that enters the battlefield tapped. Mox Diamond. Discard a Peat Bog. If I draw another Mox Diamond, we have a turn 2 Dark Depths or a Lotus Petal. They attack for 2. I will go to 18. Null Rod. Ay. Yep, you got it. We can still win this. I'm just a full turn side. And I would have drawn the Lotus Petal. I would have drawn the Petal for the combo. Brutal. All right, we do have the win. Well, the ability to make a Dark Depths next turn, or Merit Lodge, whatever you'd like to call it. They play a Lotus Petal for their turn as their spell. They cannot use it because of their own Null Rod. Okay, the moment of truth. Here we go. I can make a Merit Lodge on your end step. They can leave back the Archon of Emeria to block, but I have the Slaughter Pact to clear the way. Their own Null Rod might be the downside of them, or downfall of them, I should say. Alright, on the end step, we're going to copy the Dark Depths. We're going to keep the copy, and then it creates a Merit Lodge. We will go to our turn. I am now going to Slaughter Pact the Archon of Emeria. Our opponent says GG's opponent. Wow, what a match. Holy moly, we got there. Land Nauz, let's go. We are 1-0 in this Legacy League. Ah, that was so awesome. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2, we're on the play versus Fenris Cloud, who's a known Infect pilot. Okay, so this is just a turn 2 Dark Depths. We keep that. Play Peat Bog and pass the turn. Verdant Catacombs. Let's try the Merit Lodge, or I'm sorry, the Vampire Hexmage. What's the worst that could happen? You should just let it resolve. Has anything bad ever happened with a Vampire Hexmage? I don't think so. I can't recall a single instance that anyone was ever punished. Yeah, see, exactly, I'm glad you listened to me. Alright, pass the turn. Okay, I'm not going to Dark Depths. Sometimes these decks play like, or make a Merit Lodge. I want to see if they flinch on the fetch land, and they just conceded. There we go. Turn 2, easy peasy. Alright, we probably want Flusterstorm versus the Infect deck. I don't think Needle is... I guess Needle could name Inkmoth Nexus. Slaughter Pact could be kind of useful. I don't think that this is a very good Shadow Spear matchup. And actually, let's get rid of the Needle. I don't think naming Inkmoth Nexus is going to come up. Like, I'm probably not going to get it off of Saga. It's going to be a little too slow. Now I'm at 64 cards. I likely don't need a Zern Orb against Infect. So that can go out. That's 63. How much is mana value is in our deck? So 16, 20, 22. What to do? I think the Teleri West are probably a little slow in this matchup. I'm going to board those out. And then maybe like one Wishclaw Talisman. Let's try this. This seems like a delightful hand. Keep. Turn 1, Verdant Catacombs. There's a Saga. Pass the turn. I don't want to I don't know if they boarded in Force of Vigor. They didn't actually see much of our deck, so they might not have. Saga will now go to the second chapter. I draw another Vampire Hexmage. Let's play a stage, and then I'll play a Mox Diamond. Let's get rid of Urborg. I don't want to fix their mana for them. And then we'll play a Mox Opal. Pass the turn. So they are, in fact, they've played the Pendelhaven and a Ponder. They did not shuffle on Ponder. On the end step, we'll make a Construct. I'd love to draw Flusterstorm if possible. That's a card I'm really, really wanting here. Chalice of the Void. I'm going to make another Construct. And we'll grab a Mox Diamond. Discard the Peat Bog. Let's attempt a Chalice of the Void on 1. Swords to Plowshares on my Construct. Not very nice. And then the crop rotation for an Inkmoth Nexus. We have to pass. The Fairy Time Raveler. They can bounce my Construct, and they do. I was really hoping to rip a Dark Depths there. Play the Hexmage. That resolved. Play another Hexmage. I could have played an Oracle there, digging for Dark Depths. That might have been better, I'm unsure. They plus the Teferi. Here comes Inkmoth Nexus. Am I dead? I am dead to, like, next turn I guess I'm dead to double Invigorate. This would be my first piece of poison. Active negation. I can actually pay for it, but it does require me to kill Teferi. I don't think they have a way to kill one of these at instant speed through a Chalice on 1. I am now going to play Oracle, and I can actually copy the Inkmoth as a blocker for the future. I don't want either of those. Sylvan Library. They animate the Inkmoth. No blocks. There's 1 Invigorate. So I have 6 poison now. On their end step, we're going to copy the Inkmoth. Ooh. Attack for 5. Okay, we'll pass. And they concede the game! Yes! We are 2-0 with Land Nauz. 3 matches left to go. I really, really hope that we win them. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and Mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Alright, time for the next match. This hand's a little bit risky. Like, I don't have another artifact to enable Metalcraft. Maybe I should mulligan. I should be more disciplined. The hand's just too risky. And I think that this hand is already better. Keep. Bottom the Otawara. This deck just feels really fun. Turn 1 Cloud Post, okay. I think I'm supposed to ditch the Underground Sea. But I'll play the stage now instead of the Urborg. Alright, Wishclaw Talisman. Pass the turn. They play Glimmer Post, so they have 3 mana. Grim Monolith. Are you Eldrazi Ramp? The One Ring. Well, Thassa's Oracle does win through the One Ring, but we don't have enough mana for that yet. They draw a card. It's worth noting that a Merit Lodge would only put them to 2 now. Speaking of Thassa's Oracle that I didn't want, I think I'm just going to pass here. They draw 2 cards with the One Ring. I guess the One Ring will bring them back down to a life total that Merit Lodge wins the game. Caracas, well, Merit Lodge definitely doesn't win the game now. Okay, so we are definitely on the Ad Nauseam plan, but I need more mana for that to work. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, what if I copy their Glimmer Post? I didn't consider that. I didn't realize it was symmetrical. So next turn this would tap for 3. Yeah, I just missed a line to win the game. Okay. I see the line now. We can pass the turn. I just missed lethal. Now they draw 3 cards. Another Glimmer Post. Grand Dynamo. Chalice of the Void on 0. That's actually super good for them. So if I pack this, I can't combo next turn. I mean, this has to resolve. I can't do anything about it. That's brutal. Okay. I missed the window that I had and it cost me the game. That's frustrating. I'm not even going to show them that because I'm not going to win this game and I don't want them to know that for the next game. Alright, so we'll go to the next one. Bring in the Echoing Truth. I'm going to board out the Pact of Negations. Let's bring in the Needle, Explosives. I think leaving in one could be okay. I'm not even sure if I want Chalice of the Void, but I'm not sure what I would take out or bring in. Let's try this. Let's try that again. I'm on the play in game number 2. Still a little disappointed that I accidentally punted that. So we have a hand that doesn't really do anything here. I can play an early Vampire Hexmage and attack, but I think I should mulligan. This is like the same hand, except worse. I'm going to go to 5. I guess we keep this in play. Bottom Opal and another Mox Opal. Play a turn 1 Urborg, pass the turn. Ancient Tomb. I am really good at drawing that Thassa's Oracle, let me tell you. Okay, we'll play a Chalice of the Void where X equals 1. I don't know if they're playing any 1-drops in their deck. I mean, they're a Chalice deck as well, but they have the One Ring, which means that they could have keys in their deck. Looks like I'm going to be hit by a Thought Knots here. Yep. We're going to lose the ability to win with Ad Nauseam. Okay. There we go. Hexmage. Will this be good enough? They play an Ancient Tomb. I need to read this. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls that isn't exactly 2 colors. I'm going to respond and sacrifice. Okay. Oh, I can't equip my Merit Lodge with the Shadow Spirit because of my own Chalice. Brutal. Attack them for lethal. Alright, game number 3 coming up. Resubmit. Game number 3. And we've opened up kind of a weird hand. I think you're supposed to mulligan this. Just being constrained on mana like that isn't great. I think I want to keep this one. Bottom the Pact of Negation. Turn 1 Cloud Post. We'll play a Saga. Zuran Orb. Mox Opal. And let's play the Explosives on 0. Pass the turn. They have a Glimmer Post, so now they have 3 mana. Sure. Don't care. We draw another Opal. We'll play Underground Sea and pass. Ancient Tomb, so they have 6. I'm sorry, they have 5 mana here. The One Ring. I do have a Needle in my deck that we can get with Saga, so they're only going to draw 1 card off of that. On their end step, we'll make a Construct. They add a Burden counter. Draw for turn. The Lotus Petal. We will make another Construct. And someone told me in the comments section of my Eggs Modern video that you could sacrifice the Saga at this point to Zuran Orb and still gain the life and search. Not something I had realized, so we're going to put that into practice now. We'll grab Needle. We will name the One Ring. And now I will play another Urza's Saga. Attacking is pointless because they have protection. We will pass. Ensnaring Bridge? What? We have 2 copies of Otawara in our deck to get us out of this? Oh my. This game just got interesting. Okay. We have a ball game. Draw for turn. Well, that was a good one. Let's play the Urborg. I'm not really interested in any more construct tokens anymore. We'll play the Wish Claw. Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have waited on the Claw. Because I don't have lethal damage quite yet, but maybe that's fine due to the One Ring. They have like infinite mana. This taps for 3. And I'm punished now by the invasion of Ravnica. What are they going to hit? The Wish Claw or the Needle? They go after the Needle. Okay. Interesting. They immediately draw 2. Thought Knots here is a blocker. That's problematic. Okay. We'll draw for turn. Let's make another construct. We'll get the second Needle. We'll name the One Ring again. Okay, and now we can play the Dark Depths as a land that produces mana thanks to Urborg. I am 1 mana away from Wishclaw into Otawara for the win. I forgot to sacrifice the Saga this time. I was too busy talking. Pass the turn. They play a Vesuva. They could copy my Dark Depths, and they have tons of mana to dump into it. They make another Cloud Post. Ulamog. That's annoying. I wonder what they even hit here. Dark Depths and the Needle on the One Ring. I guess I can sacrifice it to gain life. I am just short on mana from being able to win this game. Another Saga, that's not bad. That gives me the creatures to attack through and the mana later to win with Otawara. Okay, they draw some cards with the One Ring. They're at 11. They're going to draw more. They're going up to 10 cards here. There's a chance I don't get to win due to the sheer card advantage provided by the One Ring. Like, this entire game, I've been like 1 mana short of winning. This is a game where having the Peat Bog would have really helped us. A second copy of Ulamog. They're going after my lands. Okay. I mean, I kind of just have to hope that their own One Ring kills them at this point. Oh, they're going to draw... I see what they're going to do. They're going to draw up past 10 and then attack. However, they have to play 2 cards here or else I can attack with my constructs. All is dust, so I sacrifice exactly my Wish Claw here. Okay. They have 7 cards in hand. So I'm able to attack now. They would take 6, and then the One Ring would put them to 1. Attack. Their Thought-Knot Seer dies, and I draw a card. We will pass the turn. The One Ring triggers, but it looks like a Thought-Knot Seer. You gotta love Magic Online. So they're going to go to 1 life. They have to have an answer to their own One Ring here. Come on, please don't have it. Please don't have it. Manifold Key. Pretty good. So now they can untap the ring and draw 6. Okay. They have 18 cards in their hand. What are the odds they can't answer their own One Ring? They have 13 mana. They play a Thought-Knot Seer with 9 mana floating. Grand Dynamo. Up to 8 mana. Another Dynamo, sure. I mean, they also could just Legend Rule their One Ring. We actually have the out of, if we were to draw Otawara, we could theoretically bounce one of their blockers and swing for lethal, but we'd have to pass the turn because the One Ring would be giving them protection for another turn cycle if they played a new one. Wormcoil Engine. They have 1 mana? So they're dead? So they're hoping I attack into their Wormcoil? That's their game plan? I'm sorry, friend, but I am not that bad at Magic. I promise you. Sure. Death by the One Ring. You have exiled the top 20 cards of my deck. Oh, they flipped their Siege, and now they can exile Invasion of Ravnica? How does that work? They'd have to cast a spell that's exactly 2 colors. I'm pretty sure they're just dead. Speaking of Peat Bog, we will pass. And now the One Ring triggers. They'll draw a bunch of cards. And now they're going to untap the One Ring and draw some more cards. If they had anything that could stop this trigger, I'd be really surprised. We did it! We are now 3-0! Land Nauz cannot be stopped. Alright, 2 matches left to go. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Alright, time for the 4th match. We're on the play. I faced this opponent last night, and they were on Doomsday. We're going to have to be pretty lucky in order to win this one. We will keep... Alright, our opponent's kept 5 cards. We'll lead on Mox Diamond. That looks like an F6. Mox Opal. Lotus Petal. How about a Chalice of the Void on 1? Hey, let's go. I would like an Urza, Saga, or Dark Depths immediately. City of Trader, so not Doomsday. Okay. Looks like they're on initiative. Yep. Anointed Peacekeeper. This can name my stage, which is not very good for us. And they do. Okay. We'll play the Peat Bog and pass. We play an Ancient Tomb. They attack, I'll fall to 17. Hexmage. Not great here. Play the Hexmage. We'll pass. They play a Plateau. Simian Spirit Guide. I'll take 3. I go to 14. Dark Depths. That's honestly a pretty good one. We'll take the Saga. Pass the turn. They're going straight to combat. I cannot afford to block the Anointed Peacekeeper, so I'll go to 11. They're passing. So on the end step, we can copy the Saga. Okay. I'm not sure if this Tuleria West gets anything that I care about, so I'm going to play it for mana. Actually, I can go get Merit Lodge. Who am I kidding? Transmute. Or not, yeah, Dark Depths. There we go. I've played Magic before. Pass the turn. And they concede. Love it. Love it. All right. Next game, we definitely want the Slaughter Packs again. These explosives. The Echoing Truth. I don't think Needle's good. I'm going to take that out. I also don't like Chalice of the Void against them. I think the Pact Negations are just better. We'll try this. So, I'm in your turn 2 wins, so we'll keep this. City of Traders, Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Boromir, that's no fun. So it would counter my Lotus Petals if I played them, all my 0. So effectively it counters half of my hand. So I need to draw more mana now. Ooh, that was a good draw. We'll play Stage. So now we have a turn 3 Merit Lodge. Wow. That was insane. Don't think I can beat that. Actually, Slaughter Pact. No, because they have the Boromir. I guess I have an Echoing Truth, but I can't make blue mana. Yeah, they just locked me out of the game. Alright, going to game 3. I'm just going to resubmit the same configuration, and this time we're on the play. So we have that going for us. We have 1 land for this Mox Diamond. I do have a turn 1 Wishclaw, just like doesn't really do anything. I'm going to go to 6. Sure. We'll keep bottom the Pact of Negation. Turn 1 Urza's Saga. Lotus Petal. Mox Opal. Pass. Meltdown. That's a strange inclusion in initiative. But it's very good here. Yeah, that hurt. This Thassa's Oracle just ruining my day. We'll play the Stage. And I have to pass. Oh, that was brutal. City of Traders. And Magus. I'm just getting blown out here. Yep. So I guess if I could draw a Dark Depths, we could then Slaughter Pact. But I don't have the black mana to pay. So I'd have to draw black mana and the Dark Depths. They have a Lotus Petal. Caves of Chaos Adventure. Ay, ay, ay. They grab a basic Plains. We go to 18. We'll draw. So we have the Dark Depths, but I can't pay for the Slaughter Pact. We have the Otawara, unfortunately. Can I live long enough here? I'm not sure that I can. I need to draw a black mana source if we want to win this. So they attack for 7. Puts me to 11 here. They play the Spirit Guide. If it's a black mana source, this wins. Come on, deck. Pretty please. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Lotus Petal. Okay. So they create a treasure token here. Draw Mox. And Prince of 4th Aerlingus. They have another 4th Aerlingus here. Am I dead anyway? I don't think so. We might have gotten... Like, unless they have Swords to Plowshares in their hand. Before blockers, I will Slaughter Pact the Magus. This will cause the Dark Depths to trigger. They have the Swords to Plowshares. They had everything! Oh! Wow. Okay. Sometimes your opponents just beat you. That's a part of Magic. Like, I did everything I could of this game. Holy moly. They got me. Okay, we are now 3-1, 1 match left to go. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. The final match of this Legacy League, we're on the draw against Magic Dads, who exclusively plays Reanimator. This is a matchup where I really wish I was on the play. We will keep. They have kept 6 cards. They evoke a grief, exiling Animate Dead. They take our Vampire Hexmage, Dark Ritual, and Tomb. So they just opened up on a perfect 6-card hand. And then animate Dead on Gristlebrand. Yeah. I'm going to save myself the time. We're not going to beat this. We can go to game number 2. Alright, Surgical Extraction, Blusterstorm, Needle. This is not a matchup where we need Pact and Negation, so those can get out of our deck. And then we're at 64 cards. Probably not a Teleria West matchup. And I don't think we really need Shadow Spear. Oh, we also need the Tormod's Crypt. I'm kind of wondering if I should board out the Chalice of the Voids. Like, yeah, they have Dark Ritual and Entomb, but that's about it. So if I board out the Chalices, I could bring in the Echoing Truth and keep in the Shadow Spear. And this way my Surgicals are always online too. I don't have to worry about cutting off my own Surgicals. I know that it seems a little bit crazy, but I think it's probably just the best path that I have. Game number 2, we're on the play. This is a turn 2 combo. We will keep. Actually, it's not a turn 2 combo. This Mox Opal is not active. So I'm definitely playing Mox Diamond. Discard the Underground Sea, play the Opal. The question is, like, do I play Saga and then guarantee constructs, or do I try to top deck an artifact that costs 0 into Dark Depths very quickly? I think I'm going to go for the stage line. It might not work out. They play Polluted Delta, Badlands, Faithless Looting. Okay. What is this? When it enters the battlefield, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. I don't know if I've ever seen that card before. Alright. Yep. Into Magus. Okay. So I have the Otawara, so I can play the Dark Depths and then bounce the Magus. That was perfect. Okay. Well, that worked out. They play a land. Faithless Looting. You've got it. They discard Entomb Gristlebrand. They must have drawn the Gristlebrand off of the looting. No point in trying to block this Ghalta, because I don't want to unlock their black mana to allow them to play a Gristlebrand. So we can just bounce the Magus on the end step. Bounce your Magus. This will trigger the Dark Depths, and we will get a 20/20. Okay. They cast a Dark Ritual. Shallow Grave. Ah. Wow. Okay. That's a... Actually, I can bounce the Gristlebrand using Otawara. That's funny. They activate the Gristlebrand, and now they go to cleanup. So, Merit Lodge is a legendary creature, meaning that the Otawara costs 1 less to activate. So we will make blue mana, Otawara, bounce your Gristlebrand, and now we will attack for lethal. Swing. Now we are going to game number 3. Seeing that they had Magus, am I supposed to board in the Slaughter Packs? I feel like the answer is yes. And we'll board out the Shadow Spear and a Wishclaw. I feel like the Wishclaw is a tiny bit slow here. So let's try this. They've submitted up to 61. This hand's very good. We're going to keep this. Verdant Catacombs, Lotus Petal. Okay. Blue Source. No, but it was a very good draw. I'm going to play Stage and Tormod's Crypt. They unmask me. Sure. They take my Surgical. Bloodstained Mire. Underground Sea. Is this a Show and Tell? It is Show and Tell. We'll put the Dark Depths onto the battlefield. Archon of Cruelty. Yeah. We'll get rid of Eat Bog. They're at 21, so they currently live through an attack from Merit Lodge. That's a pretty big issue for us. Hexmage. Hexmage was actually a decent draw, I think. Because I can play the Hexmage after I make Merit Lodge as a creature to sacrifice to the Archon. They play a land. They don't attack. Really? But they're at 21. We will copy our Dark Depths. We will... Oh! I messed up. Well, I guess it's not a mess up, but I forgot that I only have 1 land. That's a mistake on my part. But I ripped a Lotus Petal anyway. There's no justice. Swing. They go to 1. Now play the Lotus Petal. Vampire Hexmage. Pass the turn. They attack. The Archon will trigger. I'm going to sacrifice my Vampire Hexmage, and we'll get rid of Blusterstorm. They go up to 4, and I'm going to go down to 8. They play a land. They have 3 cards left. And they concede! Yes! We got the 4-1. How about that? I love it. Okay, so my thoughts moving forward. I thought the deck was pretty good. I don't know if there's any like glaring changes I want to make. I do think that winning with Oracle was a tiny bit harder than I expected. So this could be a Tendrils of Agony, which would mean that you don't have to draw your entire deck every game. You just have to get up to enough mana to cast Tendrils of Agony. You don't have enough zeros to play Grape Shot, so that's off the table. But I like that Oracle can beat the One Ring. So there's some give and some take. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'd be really interested in hearing from you. And hopefully you enjoyed Land Nauz today. We just missed the 5-0. That initiative match, that game 3 was so close, but unfortunately we lost it. We were, so close to greatness. But thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day. And as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There's no better way to support our channel. If you're interested in elevating your combo game, visit theepicstorm.com/tutoring for details about our coaching sessions. Don't worry, there's more great combo content coming right up.